Hey everybody, it's Ken Faulkner, and I'm here with another knife video, and I got a new knife that I bought a long time ago. This is a Kickstarter, Aurora Knife and Tool. Uh, if you know, you know. Truffles. Truffles the knife. I wasn't sure I wanted to jump in on this when I first saw it, but once I saw how this whole locking mechanism, this roundhouse lock, sorry, roundhouse kick, worked, I am totally intrigued. I was totally intrigued. This is the box. It's cool. And then look inside the cover. They're very enthusiastic. It was very cool actually during the wait for the knife. They were doing a lot of updates. They were talking about how many things they were modifying from the first ones that they got. Nice looking box. And then you have a little box inside. And they also have this. This is kind of cool. I haven't really seen that with many knives. This is the exploded view that shows you how it is all put together. There's also a link, I think it's on the Kickstarter, where you can see a disassembly, because there's a lot of parts here. So I don't think I'm going to be disassembling this anytime soon. But yeah, here's the spring. There's the button. The button has this leaf thing here, and I think this is pretty much like a liner lock. So I've already unboxed it because I'm not good about waiting, especially because I haven't been buying knives, and it's like, wow, finally this one came through. I've been waiting so long, just looking for updates. So you got this cool box, very artistic box, very nice. On the end it says Truffles S35VN, grade titanium. It's made in China. I'm not sure who the OEM is. I was trying to look it up real quick, but anyway, here's the pouch. New every day, AuroraKnifeandTool.com. That's their website. Open it up. You got, so this is kind of signs of coolness. You're getting like extra parts here. You got the spring. If you saw in the exploded view, they had that spring. It's an unusual looking spring, so it's kind of cool that they added that. Then you got some screws with some pre-Loctited screws and some washers, and looks like maybe a barrel spacer or something. Anyway, parts are always nice. And here's the knife. And you've probably seen this before. It was all over YouTube back when it was first coming out. And yeah, they had a prototype. Looked pretty much like this from what I recall. And there's the button. It's right on the pivot. Roundhouse, I believe that's what it's called. The roundhouse lock. And anyway, so it's got a good weight to it. If you like really super light knives, this might be a little heavier than you would like. Looks like there's a little bit of milling in there. It may be all those parts that are involved in it. It's got a nice milled pocket clip. No branding on the outside. And here's the blade. Pow. No branding on the blade. So if you are one of those guys that don't like it when they mark up all over their blades with the name or even the blade steel, it has this one little thing here. See if I can see what it says. I don't think I'm going to get it to focus, but let me see if I can see. Hang on a second. I think it says Aurora Knife and Tool. Aurora. It says Aurora. So it's right here on the flipper, and this is actually the first time I actually noticed that. I was looking around for any kind of anything marked on the knife, and yeah, my phone isn't gonna focus. But the important thing is what it looks like, and that they really don't have any obvious branding, and that this lock is super awesome. I think this may be I mean, I've only had it for a little while, and it may be just because I've been not buying knives for a while, but I think this might be the most fidgety knife I've ever had in my hands. It's got this long slot here, but it's narrow. Sometimes when they're bigger, you get your finger caught in there. But man, you can pick that thing up. You could probably do like the any finger thing. I don't know. I'm not good with that. Pretty much a middle finger flicker myself. But you can do it down low. It flicks out really well. Get a lot of leverage there up high. You could do. I can do it. But really, I'm more about in the middle, and it works really well. Dual grind, so it's got kind of that tanto sort of thing, tanto, whatever you want to call it. It's got a hollow right here. You can see the hollow, and flat on the front. So kind of reminiscent of a Chavez kind of grind. Let's see if I can get this a little bit cleaner. It looks really nice. It's you got the grind lines on there. Very nice satin blade. I don't know how many different options. I can't remember because it's been so long since I bought this, but I really like this just plain titanium. It's nice that there's no locks on here to compress. This lock, I mean, it's not like a normal button lock for sure. I haven't spine whacked. I'm not really wanting to do that at this point. Maybe later. But it's such a big button, and you kind of like press. You can press with this finger right on this side of it, and it really gives you good purchase because it's not a light touch. You have to kind of squeeze it, but because you can grab it like that, it's easy to actuate. Easy to find the button. Sometimes when the buttons are little tiny things, you kind of like. You're kind of looking for it and you're not quite on it, so you don't get it. This one's really easy. Nice. I mean, I could just sit here and fidget all day long. In fact, I've been doing that most of today. I got my Faulkner 5 knife. It is the Spyderco Shaman. And it's kind of getting cheated out of its Faulkner 5-ness because this knife is so fun to fidget that it's kind of taken up a little bit of my attention. But anyway, this is the last knife of the 5, so I got a few extra days in this set, so I'm sure I'll get plenty of time with that knife. The titanium is slick, but you know, titanium is good. It's got this chamfer, and chamfer feels very comfortable in the hand. Like I say, it's got some weight, which I like. I really like that. What else? So not only do you have the slot for the finger flick. Yeah, I'm not able to get the thumb on it. Well, I guess you can get it, but it's not very easy. But there's the top or front flipper here. And I can index it over the top. I'm not great with this guy right here. And I don't really like that type of opening anyway. You can push the button down and do the button in and out sort of thing. It's got a cool sound too. You know, that titanium ting. It's got a back flipper, which is really kind of fun. I mean, as far as I'm not so much of a back flipper guy, but the fidgeting with the lock works so well with that back flipper because your fingers are right there as you're going in and out, and it's just right in the right position. And this is a very nice back flipper. It's got that front flipper back flipper combination that I've seen on a few knives. I actually got a couple of knives out here to kind of compare it to. This is the Eutectic from Leon Mall. The Trinity, and it also has that combination of this one's more of a top flipper. I think you can nail that top flip a little bit better, but you can also get it with the thumb just by rolling over. But you see how there's kind of like that gap in between, and it seems to really work well so that the two different flippers don't get in the way of each other. But this one, you have to do the liner lock with it. So that's just that traditional liner lock. They're both very big knives, but about the same size. Let's get out the ruler and check it out, because this is right in my range. It's got to be 3.5. Yeah, 3.5 inch blade. Cutting edge maybe 3 3/8 because of that nice sharpening choil. Gives you a decent amount of room there. And so it's about the same size as the Trinity. Let's see, another one I have that is one of my favorite ones to fidget with is the Kaiser. What's that Kaiser? It's the bird. Maybe it says it on here. Yes, the Cormorant. The Cormorant. So this one's got that back flipper, button lock, and the front flipper. But this is that different style where it's kind of squared off that you see in a lot of them. It's very, very fidgety too, but again, that button's a little bit small, a little bit harder to grab, and you can see it's definitely a smaller knife. So if you have one of these, you kind of get a feel that this is definitely a bigger one. I also do like that compound grind. I do like a Tonto with that flat on the front and the hollow in the back. Another one, and this one's interesting because it looks very similar as far as the titanium and whatnot. So this is Kung Wu. This is the Zen. So it kind of leaves me wondering if maybe this is a Kung Wu OEM knife. It's just got some similarities there. But this also, like I say, has that type of flipper thing, although this is more rounded off, more like that Trinity. But it does give that little gap between the two that gives you the ability to do both without the interference. I think this one here makes it better front flipper because of the fact that it's got that corner on it. So corner like the Cormorant. Because this one here is a little bit more top, so you're going to kind of roll your finger over. Whereas this one is kind of, you catch it from here, and it's a subtle difference. And these are very similar size. So that's the Zen from Kung Wu. And very similar. This one's got maybe a little bit more texture on the titanium. Then another one that was also probably before this, maybe my most fidgety knife, is the Demco 80-20.5. I mean, this one is a fidgety beast for sure, and it's tough competition between these two, really. This one, it's just nice to have it right there on the side, whereas this one is on the top. So you can, it's pretty convenient too. I think it's just because this one's new, but they're very similar. So if you like the fidgetiness of the 80-20.5, I think you're gonna like this one here too. Let's see. I got to show you the stickers that they got. These are very cool. Before we wrap this up, I don't want to make this one too long. Get ready for Blade Show next week. It's only about a week away. So we got some new luggage and figuring out everything we need to take. Look at that, Aurora knife and tool. Truffles, like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And this is a patch, so it's almost a little bit big for a Ranger eye, but it's very cool. I'm sure I can find some place to put that guy. Here we got a couple stickers. Take this open. So they don't skimp on this, on the packaging and all the swag. They really did it up on this one. So we got Aurora knife and tool sticker. Little Aurora. I have no blade safety. That's a cool sticker. More Aurora. What does this one say? Keep on truffling. That's awesome. Keep on truffling. And this one, Truffles. Oh, the Truffles Shuffle. We're like competing with like the the donut guys, the donut community, crispy donut community for artistic. So I got another one of these stickers with the shuffling or the keep on truffling. Aurora knife and tool. What else we got? We got the sticker that goes, that's like the patch, and this one says, "Hello, my name is Truffles. How do you do?" I didn't say how do you do. I put that in. So that's all cool. So yeah, I think that's it. That's all the stuff that came with it. Just awesome swag, awesome presentation, awesome, just, you know, everything. I'm super excited about this knife. If you didn't get in on it, hopefully they're going to be doing more. I would highly recommend it. About halfway through the wait, I was thinking, what did I do? Why did I do this? And now I know why. Because I got Truffles the knife in my collection just in time, as I can't buy anything because of Blade Show until next week. So anyway, that's it. Truffles the knife. Thanks for watching, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.